Propagator is one of those things that I've wanted for quite a while now, but I've never actually taken the step to buy one for a number of reasons. One, I have a polytunnel over in my allotment, and that germinates most of the things that I need. But there are certain things that demand a higher temperature for germination, and at times of year like we're in now in the UK in February, temperature's a little bit cold and trying to germinate things is a little bit more problematic. So I have gone and actually bought myself a propagator. I'm going to be reviewing that today. It is the Stewart large propagator, so I'll be taking it out of the box and reviewing it and telling you exactly what I think. So before we take it out of the box, we can have a look at the information that's available on the box, and it tells us that what it's for growing seeds and cutting, which is fairly obvious. If you're looking for a propagator, that's what you'll probably buy one for. But it's also telling us its dimensions, 52 by 42 by 28 centimetres. So let's take it out the box then and have a look what's inside. Quite a flimsy box. It's not the greatest box, but the propagator's fairly lightweight, so that's probably okay. So as we take it out the box, and we put the box to just one behind it here, we can see inside we've got a instruction booklet, and we've got a cover which has got two vents in it. The cover itself, to be honest, appears to be fairly flimsy. You saw the way I had to push it to put it into shape there. That is, if I'm honest, is a little bit disappointing. I expected a little bit better than that. However, I suspect that it's going to do the job it's needed to do. And then we have the base for the propagator, which you can see here with the plug. Now, notice on here, and I did know this before I bought it, is that there's no on and off switch, and there's no indicator lights to know that it's on. It's literally one of those propagators you just plug in, wait for the base to heat up, because the base has the heating elements inside of it. So when you plug it in, the base will start to heat up, and when you put your plants in and your cover, then you'll start to get the increased temperature. But there's no way of regulating the temperature with this particular model. There are more expensive models that you can use or you can buy that have thermostats on them to allow you to regulate. Quite impressed with the size of it. I think that's pretty good, so I'll be able to get some decent size plant pots and trays in there. The actual unit itself feels quite strong. It's good, you know, strong, robust plastic, so I'm quite happy with that. I think that the base itself is well made. It looks well made anyway. There's no sign of any problems with it. So literally I'll plug that in, give it a go, and then put my plants in there, and then when I'm ready I'll then put my lid on, and that will be the temperature which will start to increase inside the propagator itself. The air vents here are to increase and decrease humidity, so if I want high humidity, I'll keep the vents closed, and if I want to add more ventilation and reduce humidity, I will open the vents. But overall, for what I paid for it, I paid £43 for this, which I got and purchased online. I think for £43 it's not bad, and if you look around you can get this model, and it can appear to be more expensive depending on where you buy it from, and you can get slightly cheaper as well. But I think as an investment it's something that I think will be good. But of course, if you look at future videos, I will tell you whether or not, and show you, give you examples of how the seedlings have grown, and that will really be the test of how good it is in terms of the way in which the seeds germinate. So I thought I'd show you the morning after I planted the seeds. You can see by all the condensation inside the cover that the heating has worked. It's obviously generated heat over the night, and there's quite a lot of condensation in there. I may open the vents, but I'm not going to, because it is quite cold outside. It's something like -2 at the moment. It's pretty cold, so I'm going to leave those vents closed for now and just monitor that. Just one final thing as well. When I have taken the lid off and just felt the base, and it doesn't feel particularly warm, and that's something I read in the reviews, that people thought it was broken when they bought a similar model. But it doesn't heat up like an electric blanket or other types of. It doesn't heat up to a temperature where it will feel warm to the touch. It just regulates the temperature based upon the ambient temperature outside, because there is a sensor inside. So if you do buy one of these, you know, when you switch it on, don't expect to put your hand on the base to test to see if it's warm, because it doesn't warm up in that way. But as you can see from my propagator here, due to the amount of humidity inside, it's clear that it's working. So I thought I'd show you this, which is exactly the morning after I planted those seedlings in, just to show it's working. I think overall, for first impressions, based upon the price I paid for it, it does appear to be a reasonably good standard of a product. Obviously the test of time is going to be in how long it lasts and the seedlings and how they germinate. So the upsides are the robustness and strength of the base itself and the way it's all sealed. Negative sides I think are the cover. I think maybe Stewart's need to look at providing a more stronger cover. I think that would definitely benefit, but I think what I've got will do the job. The box is a little bit flimsy as well, but again it's fairly lightweight. So watch future videos to see how I've used the propagator, and I'll give you more information on how it's used. But for the price it is, I think it looks to be a pretty good investment. If you like the video, give it the thumbs up, and if you want to see future videos how to sow and grow fruit and veg, then please subscribe to the channel. And if you've got any comments about propagation, or maybe the propagator you've got, or maybe you've got one of these, and whether you like it or not, then please put that in the comments below, because I'd like other people who watch the video to see what other people think as well. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.